Hello again. Let's do some more math. Sorry, got distracted. Let's do some more math. This is for workbook exercises 23 and 24. Double win. So open your textbooks to page 39. 39. And let's jump to it. More subtraction. Woohoo, right? You're subtraction pros by now. You probably don't even really need this, but it's good to hear it over and over again. So let's start with number 25 on textbook page 39. This wants us to subtract 2.53 from 4.27. I'm going to draw the chart that you have already in front of you on that page. And I'm going to take the bigger number and draw it out. So 4 ones, 2 tenths, and 7 hundredths. Cool. Okay. So I have here my 4 ones, my 2 tenths, and my 7 hundredths. And we want to subtract 2.53. Okay? So I can go ahead and subtract 2 from my ones, right? Let me just go ahead and do that on here. Okay, now I need to subtract 5 tenths from 2 tenths. That's a problem. I can't do that. I only have 2 tenths. So I'm going to have to trade one of the ones I have left to make a 10 tenths. So I'm going to do that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, now I can subtract my 5 tenths from that. Okay, that leaves me with this many. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And now I need to subtract 3 hundredths from 7 hundredths. I can do that. Okay, so Grant just walked in. So that leaves me with 1, 7 tenths, and 4 hundredths. Okay, so that is my answer. I'm going to set that up vertically now so that we can see it. Okay. 4.27 minus 2.53. Okay. 7 hundredths minus 3 hundredths. Can do that. It's 4. 2 tenths minus 5 tenths. I can't do that. I'm going to rename a 1. I'm going to take my 4. I renamed one of my 1s into 10 tenths, giving me 12 tenths. 12 minus 5 is 7. 3 ones minus 2 ones is 1 1. See? 1.74. Same answer. Okay. Let's just skip ourselves on down to 27 and do some practice together. So, you get a piece of paper or whiteboard, and I'll do mine over here. Of course, you can pause me before I reveal the answer if you need a little more time to work it out on your end, and we'll compare answers and talk through it. So 27, let's start with A. 85 hundredths minus 43 hundredths. Pause if you need to. I'm going to flip. So 5 hundredths minus 3 hundredths is 2 hundredths. 8 tenths minus 4 tenths is 4. Nothing in my ones place. Sounds pretty simple. Let's do B as in boy. Okay. Okay. Pause if you need to. I'm flipping. Okay. I had 4 hundredths. I cannot subtract 9 from 4. I renamed one of my tenths to be 10 hundredths, giving me 14 hundredths minus 9 is 5. Then 5 tenths minus 3 tenths is 2. Okay. Let's skip ourselves down to D as in dog. D as in dog. We have 4.72 minus 1.32. Okay. Pause if you need to. I'm flipping. Okay. 2 minus 2 is 0. So 2 hundredths minus 2 hundredths, 0. 7 tenths minus 3 tenths is 4. And 4 ones minus 1 1 is 3. That was easy. No renaming. Okay. How's about E? Let's do E as an elephant. 5.87 minus 2.38. Pause if you need to. I'm going to flip. Okay. 17. Oh, going too fast. I cannot subtract 8 hundredths from 7 hundredths. So I renamed one of my tenths into 10 hundredths, which made this 17 hundredths. 17 hundredths minus 8 is 5. Then I had 7 tenths left, minus 3 tenths is 4 tenths, and 5 ones minus 2 ones is 3 ones. So 3.45. Excuse me. Let's do G as in Gary. Okay. 6 tenths minus 16 hundredths. Okay. Pause if you need to. I'm going to flip. Okay. So here, I put my 0 in my hundredths place immediately, so I did not get confused. I cannot subtract 6 hundredths from 0 hundredths, so I renamed one of my tenths to 10 hundredths. 10 hundredths minus 6 hundredths is 4. I had 5 tenths left. 5 tenths minus 1 tenth is 4. And then I had no ones, so 0.44. Let's do H as in Harry. Gary and Harry. H as in Harry. 2.9 minus 75 hundredths. Pause if you need to. I'm going to flip it over. So here, again, I put my 0 immediately so I didn't get confused. I can't subtract 5 hundredths from 0 hundredths, so I stole a tenth and made it 10 hundredths. 10 minus 5 is 5. I had 8 tenths left. I subtracted 7 tenths. I have 1 tenth. And then my ones were lined up. Okay, let's do J as in Jack. Gary, Harry, and Jack. I would love to hear a story about them. You should write a story about Gary, Harry, and Jack. I bet they're all chickens. Okay. We have 3.4 minus 1.85. Having a brain toot. Okay. Pause if you need to. I'm gonna flip this over. So here, I again added my 0 immediately so I wasn't confused. Ugh. Okay. Okay. I can't subtract 5 hundredths from 0 hundredths, so I stole one, renamed one of my tenths to be 10 hundredths. 10 minus 5 is 5. Here I had 3 tenths left. I can't subtract 8 from 3 tenths. So I had to go one step further. I had to borrow from my ones place, and I traded in one of my ones for 10, it's my 1 right here, 10 tenths, giving me 13 tenths. 13 minus 8 is 5. I had 2 ones left. 2 minus 1 is 1. And finally, let's do K, as in kangaroo. We have 6 ones minus 2.56. Okay. Pause if you need to. I'm going to go ahead and flip mine over. Here, I put 2 of my zeros here so I wasn't confused, and I immediately had to start borrowing. So I could not subtract 6 hundredths from 0, so I go over here. I don't have any tenths to rename, so I go one further. I trade in one of my ones to make 10 tenths. Then I trade in one of my tenths to make 10 hundredths. Then I can subtract. 10 hundredths minus 6 hundredths is 4 hundredths. I still had 9 tenths left. 9 tenths minus 5 tenths is 4 tenths. And then I had 5 ones left. 5 ones minus 2 ones was 3 ones. Okay, I hope that was helpful. You can refer back to this video tomorrow if you want for workbook exercise 24, but today go ahead and work on workbook exercise 23.